All right, so I'm going to be interviewing Shamargaret Temple. She was kind enough to agree interviewing for me. Hi, Shamargaret.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Good. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview for me. So, do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Sure.
Oh, you already said you didn't, so. All right. So, could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Shamargaret Temple. I am a case manager here at DVACS.
Okay. And could you please tell me what unit do you work in?
I am currently in foster care in permanency. However, I will be moving to investigation probably within the next 2 weeks.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes.
Oh, that's a bummer. Well, losing you for me.
I'm excited.
Well, no, I'm happy for you. That's great. It's just going to be on the other side of the.
Yes, that is true.
Well, I'm happy for you. Great. Shamargaret, could you please tell me how long you've been working here?
With
the DVACS.
With the DVACS? For a month. However, I do come from a state with the same experience. They didn't call it DVACS. It was still with CPS though in the state of Indiana.
I see. Okay. So you've been familiar with this job, right?
Absolutely.
This job is familiar to you. Great. Okay, so what is the advantages working at DVACS? How do you see the advantages
in
working at DVACS?
Advantages in terms of what? Like, what do I like about
What do you like
job?
about your job?
I enjoy being able to help a population that sometimes often find themselves in situations where they cannot help themselves, which at that point, creates a potential risk to the kiddos, and I enjoy helping those kids that are in need.
Oh, great. Okay. And what do you see as a challenge working at DVACS?
I think people in general are a challenge or can be a challenge, so it's important for you to make sure that you're always relatable, maintaining that equal balance within yourself and with the people you're working with, so they don't feel less empowered, because you need to make sure that they maintain some sort of power control about their situation. I think that's the greatest challenge. Also, teens that have been in care for so long, they tend to be a little bit resistant, only because of the high turnover with case managers, so it's harder for them to connect because they're often facing those challenges with loss of case managers are just key people in their lives.
Okay, great. And what does your typical day look like at DVACS? And I know there's not a typical day at DVACS, but just let's say, how did your, not yesterday because yesterday was 4th of July, but how did your Wednesday look like at DVACS, for example?
Gosh, that was so long ago, I have to remember. I can tell you that with the DVACS, it's hard to plan your day. In terms of, you can create a to-do list, but you never know what can come. So you always have to expect the unexpected. And so that's the challenge too, planning your day. Because if there's a disruption, you have to stop what you're doing and go assist. And a disruption is when a child is being placed somewhere else, and it's not something that happens immediately versus something that's planned.
Gotcha.
So, things like that can disrupt your day, so you just try to keep on with your to-do list.
Yeah, I agree with you. So when you come in at, say, your day starts at 8:30, right? Or 8 o'clock? Or
first thing I do always is I check my email. Right now, I'm writing a lot of information that pertains to the discussion board for this position that deals with, like right now, the discussion board is in regards to maltreatment codes and talking about the 4 types of maltreatment. And so my day is more in training. I'm linked with the field coach, so we do home visits still. I still have to sit in the family team meetings that occur and go to court. And so even though I have to complete trainings, including the discussion board, I still have to go along with what my mentor is doing for the day so that I get that one-on-one experience of what goes on in this particular county.
Okay, great. Shamargaret, and what is the advice would you give to the intern
Leave work at work.
Oh,
Don't take it
I
home
like
with
that.
you. Because when you take it home with you, you continue to work 24 hours, and you can't. You need a mental break because the job can be draining, especially dealing with this particular population and listening to the different types of abuse that goes on. That's emotionally draining because you get attached to the people on your caseload. And so that would be the one advice that I would give, and also check your values at the door. Checking your values at the door, you might have different viewpoints on certain things, and that population that you're working with can think completely different. Your job isn't to pass judgment, it's to help create a better situation, and so your values can be different, so you need to check that at the door.
Thank you so much, Margaret. You've been excellent. I appreciate again the opportunity to interview you, and I'm gonna follow your advices. And congratulations with the investigation, promotion, and stuff like that. Well, thank you. Bye.